43% of you are feeling anxious, nervous, on edge, stressed out, lack of energy, tired all the time, on and on and on. You just can't relax in general. And this is becoming the new pandemic. Even the World Health Organization is commenting about, people not handling all the stress they're under. So watch this video and let's get you back in the pink again and feeling great and get rid of that stress.
Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist. Get healthy now.
Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, today I want to talk about, 43% of you is moving actually an amazing amount, over 1%, 1.5% per year of people who have some kind of mental stress going on or mental illness going on. 43% of you are so nervous and on edge and tired all the time, sleep disturbances, can't stop worrying, hard to relax, feeling down, depressed, and hopeless, and having difficulties concentrating, and on and on and on. It's just amazing that all these things are going on, and even some of the major health groups in the world are saying mental health problems are the next pandemic. So really amazing. And so I highly recommend that we start doing a few things to take care of this brain up here and our bodies in general to make a difference. But before I get into this, if you like what I do, give me a thumbs up. Also, if you care to, please subscribe. I appreciate that. Tell other people. Watch those ads at the beginning because they bring some money our way. We appreciate that too. Also, if you want to prevent cancer, and it's much easier to prevent than it is to heal, get my new book, Live a Cancer-Free Life. Just Google that, Live a Cancer-Free Life. It will come up with my name. Take you directly to Amazon, where you can get a Kindle copy or a paperback copy like this, and we can really cut your chances of having cancer. Huge amount of you will come down with cancer, and I don't want to see you die, that's for sure. So really, make sure that you get a copy. I have a 5-star rating on Amazon. Some people have said my book has become their second Bible. It's like, wow, I appreciate that comment. And also other people who actually had cancer, a couple of them started doing what I recommended and went into remission. I wasn't expecting that. So let's lower your chances of having cancer in a huge way. Get a copy of my book. All right. Almost all of you, or at least half of you, have stress. Almost all of you have stress of some kind. I've been there, done that. My dad died of a stress-induced heart attack at 57. It's really, really a big problem. And right now we have a huge amount of stress because, what's going on with this disease in the world. And we're doing a lot more than we used to. And we have difficulties concentrating. We feel depressed and hopeless and down. We feel hard to relax. We have a problem with, not being able to stop worrying. We have sleep disturbances. We just lay awake at night. We also have a lack of energy. We feel tired all the time. And like I said, 43% of you feel nervous, anxious, and on edge and stressed out. So, wow. Amazing. But there are a few things that we could do, simple things that we can do, and which will make a big part of changing all this for sure. And I was a stressed out kid in my early life also. After my dad died, about a year after that, I felt like there was an elephant sitting on my chest, and went to have a stress test done on a treadmill, and the doctor looked at me and said, "Well, you're stronger than me. I think you got some stress going on." And that's when I decided to change my life. And, stress can lead to heart issues, all kinds of problems. Stress also leads to inflammation. Inflammation leads to disease. So we got to end this somewhere, some way. And that's when I decided to end mine. Also, we have to make some mindset changes. First of all, it's being mindful. living in the here and now. Most people are out there thinking about tomorrow or thinking about the past and what happened. Oh, this happened to me when I was younger. Or, what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm fearful about that. And they're never present in the moment. And just being mindful of being present actually cuts the chances of having a second heart attack by 85%. Wow, is that a whopping amount? And a lot of work with John Kabat-Zinn did that many years ago. I really can't express so more profoundly that living in the moment is very important. Everything's good right at this moment, I've got a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I have happy people around me. Everything is good. Life is good. And take it moment by moment. Also, exercise is really great. Sometimes we get that anxiety and stress over nothing, and we really need to get out and exercise. I'm just in the middle of doing 100 pull-up crunches, and I exercise every day. I walk 8 miles a day. There is nothing better than walking a bunch of miles. I walk 8 miles in an hour and 15 minutes. I generally recommend at least 5 miles in less than an hour. So walking is one of the best things to clear your head. Also it's about 35 health benefits to walking. So highly, highly, highly recommend it. Also swimming, biking, all those types of things are great. Also weight training is good too. I do it 3 or 4 days a week, sometimes every day, different parts of the body. And I find it very good also. Also, being present. When somebody's talking to you and you're looking at your phone. I saw a couple in a restaurant the other day. He's looking at his phone. She's looking at her phone. Actually, they're texting back and forth across the table. It was like, holy moly, give me a break. Look up, talk to me. That's important. And we need to take a break from these electronic devices. Absolutely positively. I know a good friend that takes 1 or 2 days off from all our electronic devices every single week. And that's super important. I highly recommend it. Also, meditation is also really, really important. I have a wonderful video, 2 ways to meditate, 2 simple ways to meditate. And it's not a deal breaker about how to meditate. It's so simple. It's just amazing. It's just about learning to come back to your breath while you close your eyes and breathing and coming back to your breathing. And anytime a thought comes in, come back to your breathing. That's a pretty simple thing. Or having a word that you use, like number 1 or Om or Jesus or whatever it is, and coming back to that word over and over and over again as you breathe. And that's it. There's nothing to it. It's just putting in that time every day. I recommend an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. And I know people who are millionaires that put in that time every day. And I've had a lot of TM people come to me and say, oh, Dr. Haider, my 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening is not working for me. I said, well, everybody's so stressed out. It takes at least, 45 minutes or longer to get into a place where you can meditate. And it really did help. And they come back, oh, it's working now. Okay. Really does make a difference. I have so many people come to me every week who are stressed to the max. And it makes a difference in their health. Every single one of them has come down with some kind of disease process because they're stressed out. So learning to meditate, you can find meditation teachers all over the place, and I'll teach you also if you want to do a consultation with me. It's a very simple process, and it really works for getting rid of stress. But it's a practice. You got to do it every day. I recommend twice a day, and it really will make a change in your mind, body, and spirit. There's no doubt about it. Also, nowadays, I'm amazed. I got one of these little Muse 2 machines, a headband you wear across your forehead. It just kind of guides you through the process and tells you if you're doing it right or not. And wow, it's just so simple. And I'm, being a seasoned meditator since my 20s, I figured, well, it's not going to help me any. Well, really did. There's no doubt about it. It really got me into the zone. Wow, my long-term meditation has made a difference. It shows you, actually how it's actually helping. So it's really amazing stuff. Also, it's really important to take time to relax. I think it's really important that a lot of people actually don't take time to relax. They actually get up in the morning, eat something probably is not good for them, go to work, maybe go to a second job or something, and come back. You gotta make time to sit down and relax or do something important like exercise or whatever it is that makes you feel happy. We have 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for work, and 8 hours for play. Actually, when we go to work, we have anxiety happen because we have tension happen, and that happens with the sympathetic nervous system. When we play, the parasympathetic comes in and takes down the anxiety and all that type of thing with a little bit of special chemicals that relax us. And so playing is absolutely important, and we have forgotten to put in that time to play. I give you permission to play. Also, stay away from the news. Really not good. I haven't watched the news in years. And it's really a culmination of all the bad things in the world for the most part. And you really don't need that. Also, watch movies that are uplifting. Watch things that are uplifting and center your mind on the good. See the good. Focus on the good. Focus everything in your life on the good. You may think that's a little Pollyannish, but you know what? It's a lot healthier than centering your life on looking at all the bad. There's no doubt about that. Also, like I said, eating healthy is really, really, really important. I think it's really great. I eat a whole foods, plant-based diet. I have my own special diet, and I'm telling you, it really makes a difference here. Also, sugar. I was using the Muse 2. I wanted to do a test. I ate some sugar the night before and then did my meditation, and I could see that I was not able to get down into a deep meditative state. Wow, it was really amazing. So eating right is important. Stop the rumination process. Oh, worried about this, I'm worried about that, and all that kind of stuff. Nobody can crawl in your head and stop that. You have to stop that. No, I'm not going to think about that anymore. 97% of what we worry about never happens. Studies show that. So it's only 3% of the time. So why are we worrying about it? It's like, wow, this is really not good. My dad was a mega worrier. Yeah, he used to worry about everything. And it killed him at 57. When was the last time you took any time off? I have said so many people. One lady came in to me with diabetes. She was working, mega shifts, 2 shifts, and then 8 hours of sleep, and coming back and doing it again 7 days a week. And her stress level was like up here. I mean, maybe up there. So it's impossible to get anything under control. And now she decided to go, well, I'm only going to work an 8-hour shift and have time for myself. And we did get her diabetes under control. So it's really important to have time for yourself. When was the last time you took a vacation? I've asked so many people that, and they go, I don't know. And that's important also. You try to have time away. I remember the last time, actually the first time I took a 3-week vacation, and it was just amazing. It was just like, wow, I don't want to go back. It really makes a big difference. We got a little competition with the garbage man out there, but we'll make this happen. It's really important to take some time off and take a regular scheduled vacation on a regular basis. No matter if it's just puttering around the house or getting out and going somewhere, or just a car drive or whatever, going camping. Camping is super simple, doesn't cost anything, and what we have going on now is probably a good thing to do anyway. One of my favorite things is to go camping, and I love camping, especially in the north woods of California, Oregon, Washington, up into Canada. Really great. Also, people are having mental breakdowns, daily. I think it's really important to, stop that mental chatter going on. We don't have to be in the middle of that chatter. I think it's really important to have some kind of word that you go to every day. Some kind of mantra that you say to yourself, like the Lord's Prayer or something like that, over and over and over again to yourself, that keeps you in peace at all times. And I think it helps greatly. There's no doubt about it. Whatever that saying is better than ruminating over things. And checking in with a counselor on once a year. I think it's really good to do that. And most people don't. I have done it for years. I have been there, done that myself. I think it's really important to check in with somebody. And most of your health insurances do cover a few visits. And so it's really important to take the time to check in with a health professional and make a difference. So you have meditation, you have staying away from, watching the news. You also have exercise, eating healthy, taking time to relax, taking downtime, even if it's, little breaks. I used to go out when I worked at the University of California, Davis, on my breaks, I would go to my car and do some meditation for 5 minutes and then come back. And then I was like, wow, I feel refreshed. Stop the rumination process. Take some extended time off if you need it. Sometimes, I actually took a year off one time. I just decided I'm going to live on rice and beans and whatever I need. I had just enough money to do that for a while, and I decided I need this mental health break, and it was one of the best things I ever did. So make sure that you take time for your brain. I can't do it for you. And there are things like ashwagandha, which will help, taking a few thousand milligrams of this morning and night, but it's only a stopgap measure. You actually spell that there, ashwagandha. It's been around forever, a good adaptogen, but it's not the answer to healing stress. There's no doubt about it. You got to stop and take care of your life. There's a few things you got to take care of: your mind, your body, your spirit, your relationships, your social life, your financial life, and your core beliefs. Lots of people who are successful are so focused on just their financial life that all the rest of it falls apart, and then they end up going, completely overboard with the stress, and it's not good. There has to be balance in a person's life. Balance, balance, balance. So remember a couple things. If you want to get a hold of me, call me at 831-869-9119. 831-869-9119. Also, if you want to do that consultation, let's get you on the road to healing. We can get rid of all your chronic diseases. I absolutely, positively know that. And, a lot of times I'm booked up 2 or 3 weeks in advance, sometimes up to 3 months in advance. And it depends on the time of the year. So let's make an appointment for you and get you in, and let's get you being extremely healthy like me. Have a great day. Remember God, and remember, I love you.